It was. Just the monotony of training camp. It's hard to day after day after day going against the same guys. So anytime you can kind of break that up, going against the defense, get different looks, going against different guys, see how guys stack up one-on-one. We got a lot of man coverage tonight, so it's going to be fun to watch the tape to see where we can improve on. But, it's fun just to change things up.
Words of encouragement that you gave Kyle, like post-game or like during halftime?
Just have fun. The first one's always the best. I can't remember my first preseason game, but your first start's big. Your first preseason game as a rookie is always big. So, those guys are fun. They're jacked up, and we're just going to watch the film with them and see where they can improve and just try and take that to practice.
How nice was it to be able to play in front of a packed stadium?
Yeah, pretty sweet. We were talking on the sideline. Week 1 last year, we were in New Orleans, and you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. So it was nice to have, I don't know if it was a sold-out crowd. I'm sure the weather kept some people at home, but it was great to see a bunch of fans there. It was loud, and it just adds a little more energy to the guys when people are in the stadium.
You feel that difference, though? Because, even in the Super Bowl, obviously it was like 22,000 or something.
Yeah, it was great.
You feel the energy, the difference in the energy?
Yeah, from 0 people to 22,000's big, and then from 22,000 to however many had tonight, 40, 50, you can feel that jump. And just having the roar on third down conversions, on defensive stops, it's fun. It's a fun atmosphere to play football in.
Thoughts on Jalen Darden tonight?
He's a stud, and he's just another young guy that's kind of learning as we go. It's no easy task to learn this system in 2-3 weeks, and those guys had such a limited summer program, learning the playbook, and especially as a receiver, there's so many things that you have to be keyed in this system, hots and sights, all the formations, all the shifts, all the motions. So it's just a day-by-day process learning the playbook. But as you saw tonight, when he gets the ball in his hand, he's electric. If you watch his college highlight tape, it's pretty special. So he's a great rookie. He's a great kid and a lot of fun to play with.
First game, last question. Still get the butterflies?
Yeah, it's football. I had a youth football coach always say, if you don't get the butterflies before a football game, you don't care enough about it. When you get the adrenaline rush, you kind of get the tickles in the back of your neck, it's always fun. Whether it's a preseason game, regular season game, NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, if you care about what you do and how you perform, you're always going to want to do that.
All right, thanks.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Kyle, what was your first game experience like?
Really, it was, I was very excited going into it. It's fun to, get out there, play football again, get hit here and there, and just, get out there with the boys. But I had a lot of fun. Obviously you want to come out with a victory, but it was fun to go out there and get some, real NFL reps.
What did it mean for you to be able to connect with Cody in the corner of that end zone for that 2-point conversion?
Oh, that was awesome. Cody works really, really hard, and I saw that linebacker's back turn. I knew I could give him a chance, and he went up and made a great catch.
And the fans, they really seem to be behind you. They might have been the biggest applause of the night. What did that mean to have that kind of support?
Oh, that's awesome. To have the support from the fans, it's amazing because you know that they have your back. So hopefully I can just keep improving and give them what they want to see.
Kyle, you didn't get rewarded for it, but you had some really good throws downfield. Those guys just didn't come up with plays. Is that, do you feel good about where you put the ball and the decision you made there?
Yeah, those are plays that I've seen those guys make in practice, and it just didn't. Little things here and there didn't go our way, but we'll get it coached up and hopefully hit it next time.
The speed of an NFL game, did it surprise you? Is it what you expected?
I would say our practice prepared me for that. It wasn't anything that caught me off guard once I got out there. We like to practice at a good pace, so we're very prepared for these situations. So I didn't feel like I was ever caught off guard at any moment.
Blaine was just telling us that a youth football coach told him that if you don't get the butterflies before you play, even for him now, you don't care enough. Did you feel those butterflies maybe a little more when you were going out there at first?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was like nervous, but I would definitely say I had the butterflies. I usually get them before every game. It's kind of just like that energy. You're ready to get out there and show what you've been working on all week. And I was just very excited and happy to get out there.
Did Tom give you any advice? Did you talk to him at all before this one or when you were going out there, Kyle?
Really, all the quarterbacks have just been in my corner and helping me with everything that I have a question for, because they all have a ton of NFL experience. Every single one of them. We have so much experience in our quarterback room, and they're very helpful with anything that I have a question about.
How difficult is it to go into a game with absolutely no film on the opponent?
It was a little tough. We found some old clips of their scheme, and we kind of had a little bit of knowledge about their defense going in. But really, we're just trying to go out there, and everybody's just out there trying to make their reps count because we got a lot of guys playing, and I think we had good effort out there. Just some things just didn't roll our way tonight.
Without looking at the film or anything, what are some knee-jerk reactions that, okay, maybe I could have done this better, maybe I can improve in this area? Anything that you're automatically thinking of?
Nothing off the top of my head right now. I don't want to, make any assumptions when I haven't looked at the film yet. So that's something that I'll get with the coaches and go over the film and get everything cleaned up if I need to.
So was it more than you thought? Was it pretty much what you thought? Did you feel like, you know what, man?
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly, just to be out there for my very first NFL game. It's very surreal, but, once you get out there between the lines, it's just football. And we've done a great job of preparing during practice and getting used to that game speed. So, like I said before, nothing caught me off guard. I felt very prepared. But overall, I had a lot of fun.
You didn't start your career with a stop route. You're throwing it 65 down the field. Was that the plan?
Not necessarily, but, I got no problem launching it if they give it to us. We kind of they did a good job covering us up on our, first few guys in our progression. And I saw Travis, he got past their back safety, and I just tried to air one out and give him a shot.
Did any of the other quarterbacks just give you some immediate feedback when you came off the field?
Yeah, they were just telling me to, stay with it. Some things, like I said before, weren't going our way, but just told me to stay with it, and I was doing a good job. And, like I said, we're just going to go back and watch the film and get everything cleaned up that we need to.
What do you feel is your biggest point of improvement since training camp heading into tonight's game?
I would just say, getting the plays down. As a young guy coming into this offense, there's a lot that can be thrown at you, and just getting more comfortable with the plays, with the more, taking advantage of every rep that I get, and just trying to improve every opportunity that I can. That's really what it's all about at this stage of my career right now.
You got a pretty good core of receivers in Florida. You step into another really great core of receivers here. How much did that prepare you at Florida for this?
I don't know if, every receiver kind of has their own kind of style. And I was fortunate enough to play with a ton of great talent at Florida. And, here there's also a bunch more great talent, but they're kind of different in their style. They do a great job. And, the whole team is super talented, a lot of experience, and it's just a great building to be in.
Anything else?
Thanks, Scott.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle.
How you guys doing?
Good.
This is my first postgame interview, so it's kind of crazy.
Close to many, maybe.
Hopefully.
Take us through your play and just what you saw.
Yeah. It was just basic cover 3. Had to reroute 3 and push out a little bit. Honestly, he just threw it right to me. I'll take it. I won't complain about that at all. I have to see it. I still haven't seen it from a wide view, so I still got to check that out. Crap ton of notifications on my phone, family, friends, Instagram, all it's, man, I'm so pumped. First pick ever, first pick six. I'm excited.
Fans were excited too. I mean, you were cheering on the way into the end zone, and they were too. They loved it.
Man, I love it. I love it here. I'm excited to be here. Glad I got to come out here, do my thing on special teams, come out here, make a big play on defense. Hoping to make a name for myself here.
What really? I mean, everybody talks about Todd Bowles and everything, but what makes playing in this scheme so much fun for you guys?
It allows you to play quick. Just as far as a comparison to Denver, there's a lot more mental to playing there versus here. It's like, this is what we're in. All right, get back in your drops, read the eyes of the quarterback, go play ball, go play linebacker. So it allows you to be a lot freer. There's not as much going on here. Get to be a linebacker and have fun.
I find that really fascinating because everybody says that, but at the same time, like, he's got so many different sub packages. And
yeah.
So it's like, I don't know how you guys kind of keep track of all that and still play fast.
Yeah. I mean, though we have different people in there, it's, we get to still do the same thing. Still get to get back in the drop. Still get to read the eyes of the quarterback and go make a play.
Joe, when's the last time you scored a touchdown?
High school. Played running back, played receiver, a little quarterback, kickoff return, punt return. So I've scored plenty of touchdowns. It's been 10 years now. 10 years, yeah. So crazy.
So you're in competition with KJ Britt and also Grant Stewart, vying for that backup role on the team. Can you just speak to their play tonight and being a veteran and them being rookies, kind of what you've told them and helped them along the way?
Yeah, I'll start with KJ. Man, KJ came out and balled out today. Aggressive, downhill, big, solid guy. Loves to hit, which we love to see. Obviously, you want to see that in a linebacker. Made a couple plays today. Grant was dog-tired out there today. He was running on special teams, running down the field on that, and then playing defense. But being out there, being able to make the calls, he stayed composed, had us keeping him up the entire time, made some great plays on special teams as well. They both did great today. We all did. The whole linebacker room had a great day today.
Was it nice going against somebody in a different colored jersey?
Man, it gets tedious hitting your own guys, and then you don't want to hit your own guys. So now you got the chance to actually hit somebody. Now we get a week of hitting on Tennessee, which I'm looking forward to. I think a lot of us are looking forward to. So yeah.
You picked up from playing with teammates and leaders like Devin White, Levante David at your position at linebacker.
Yeah, man, the experience they have, especially Levante, been in the league 10 years now. Even Kevin Minter, 9 years. Obviously, Devin's been a starter here for a couple of years now. So the knowledge that they have of the defense itself, the little nuances that it takes some time to pick up usually, versus obviously just knowing the basics, knowing I got to get to this is my drop, but versus the tiny little calls, the tiny little reads that you have to make based on the defense that you're in. I've learned a lot from them. Me, KJ, Grant, all have learned a lot from them. So.
What words of encouragement they gave you after the game?
Say that one more time.
What words of encouragement that those guys gave you after the game?
Man, they were pumped. On the sideline after the game, Devin was telling the media guys, hey, he's right here. Go ahead and take him back there today. So they've been great. Coming to a new team, being able to just kind of hop right in, mesh right in without having any issues, not feeling like you're left out or anything like that. All of them have been great, especially even obviously KJ and Grant as well being new guys as well.
You said everyone was blowing up your phone. Who did you hear from, and anyone that was surprising?
I haven't checked it yet. I just have seen all the notifications on my phone. I have never had so many notifications ever on my phone. Maybe me getting married or having a kid was probably the closest to it, and these I think are more than that. So I did see my mom, my parents, I'm from Illinois, so they haven't been able to watch the game yet. But they obviously saw the pictures of the pick and stuff like that. So my mom was super pumped. I would not be playing football, period, or in the NFL if it wasn't for her. She actually forced me to play back in 8th grade, and obviously it's turned out well. I haven't seen my wife's text, but I know she's super excited. She wanted to come. We just had a baby. We got a 2.5-month-old, and with the rain and stuff, she decided she wasn't going to come. Then obviously it doesn't rain when the ball's kicked off, and I was super, super bummed they weren't here. I know she was really bummed she couldn't make it, but hopefully we'll get all three. I have 3 little girls, 4, almost 5, just turned 3, and then 2-month-old. So, yeah, I got my hands full with that, too.
Why did Mom force you to play?
She thought I'd be good at it. I was a bigger kid then, super athletic, really fast. You know, she just figured she liked football. I don't know how she figured out she liked football. I had zero interest in football. I played basketball, played a little baseball, wanted to run track. My dad was a hurdler at Purdue. But she was like, you should play football. I was on the waiting list one summer, so I went to visit my dad in Georgia. She said, if you get called off, you're coming back. All of my basketball and baseball coaches were football coaches. Then she's like, oh, yeah, we want Joe. I was in Georgia for maybe 4 or 5 days and then came back, first practice in, got to touch the ball, run around some guys, and fell in love with it from there. So.
Needs to make friends with Jalen Darden's mom. She's a real football diehard, too, from
really?
what we hear, yeah.
Yeah. So my mom, all kudos to my mom for getting me here. My wife as well, huge support as well. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
What up? Hey, Joe. I know you were in the midst of celebrating. They came up with a call that usually is reserved for hitting the quarterback when he's throwing. And just how surprised were you at that whole sequence as it played out with your sack nonsense?
I was, first game back in a couple years. Just things were just flying. So, bang, bang, play. It is what it is. Learn from it. Probably go for the ball next time. So it's a learning moment for real.
How was your first game, just to have your first game back out there, just in terms of the nervousness, the excitement of it?
It was more, just I'm ready to get back to football. So, once the ball was kicked off, I was on kickoff return team. I was like, it's go time. So it was great to get that feeling back.
Did you feel like everything kind of came back to you pretty quickly as you were out there, or did it seem real fast for you most of the night?
It was pretty, I've been practicing, so it felt like, practice at that point, just got to be able to react to a dude in a different color jersey this time.
Pretty complimentary of you, though. We said you were awfully disruptive. What does it mean to be able to have his support like that?
It's awesome. He's just continuing to let me just be the player I am. Just getting the coaching from the the staff has been awesome. Got a lot of great dudes I can learn from, and it's been a great experience so far.
What was it like knowing that your mom and your sister were in the stands tonight watching you?
It was fun. It was really, really, really good feeling. I seen them pregame, walking by, so I thought it was a good sign. Have a good game. I can't wait to go see them.
Joe, you make a sack like that out in Washington, they put a Husky on your helmet. Here you get a penalty. Is it hard to relate that, what did I do wrong?
Nah, because, emphasis on, keeping your head out of it. Like I said, I'll probably go for the ball next time, get a turnover. So it's just, adapting and adjusting.
If you're watching Dominic, he doesn't tackle. He shoves the guy down.
He literally told me that.
Just to make sure that doesn't happen. Are you thinking about that?
Yeah, they was telling me that on the sideline, so, so you don't have to land on him. So, I'll take note of that. Can't really practice it at practice because, quarterback's not live. So you got to just really, I don't know how to do it, but you got to just do it.
Welcome to the NFL, right?
Pretty much.
Joe, we've seen you pull up a lot in practice, get past, some of the offensive linemen. How great did it feel to not have to pull up and just lay, even though it was a penalty, lay into the quarterback and just?
That felt great, because I had my dude beat, and I seen the quarterback beeline, so I was like, hey, got to take my shot, get out the way. Luckily, it's preseason, can learn from this moment. But it was a good feeling to be able to hit the quarterback again.
You also had a nice rush on the interception by Javon Hagan. Can you talk to us a little bit about that play? Do you remember that play in particular?
I can't really remember, but I just know it was just out there, playing. So it was really good to be out there.
What do you feel is your biggest improvement from what you've been doing in training camp to tonight's game?
Probably just, getting off the ball and, trying to just anticipate snap count. So I've been really working that, working that first step. So, once you have them beat, it's pretty much a beeline to the quarterback.
At any point when you were taking the field tonight, did it kind of cross your mind like, oh my gosh, I'm living my dream, like it's becoming real?
Yeah, I was on the sideline like, hey, this is really surreal. I'm really in it. NFL, National Football League, been watching, dudes play this on TV for my whole life. So to be in it was really, really special.
Any advice from any of the other JPP or Shaq before tonight's game?
They really just said go out and have fun. It's a good, learning experience, but also, just have fun with it. It's still a game,
Anything else?
Okay, thank you. That'll do it.
Thank you.